Frogs and circles on the mat. This is a reformer exercise where you use the straps and the springs on the mat can be a little more challenging. So we start by rolling back, laying down on your back. Start to activate your core or your powerhouse by pulling the abs in and up, imprinting the low back against the mat, and bring your knees to your chest. So your knees are separate as wider as the frame of your body, and they are over your chest, not over your hip. Remember, we try to avoid this tabletop position because irritation in your hip flexors. Your feet in Pilates stand with the toe longer and the arms longer next to your body. Let's start with a building block. So imagine a rubber band in between your heels and your seats, and you start to stretch that rubber band. We start first to the ceiling, lengthening that inner thigh away of you, and bringing in, resisting that imaginary rubber band. This will be the first stage of the exercise. When you got that motion, remember the head is always optional. You can go deeper by pulling the ribs in and up, not the head yet, shoulders up. And you put your hands one on the top of the other, like a pancake in the base of the head. And you do exactly the same. And it's a kind of building block for a double-legged stretch in the ab series. Now, we add a little more challenge by moving the legs away of that 90-degree angle. Lower out your legs, harder. You have to maintain like two suspenders attaching here, avoiding to move the hips down and up. So you want to really, really be connected here. And when you do in between 5 or 10, then you will move to circles. Let's do again a building block. Start with the legs up and start to do small circles, keeping the hips still connected with that hips. And now I'm challenging myself a little bit more, moving my circles away, always finding the center line, and even more. And when I do 5 or 10 in one direction, I switch the direction, keeping the tailbone and the sit bones longer on the mat, and that connection in between your ribs and your hips. Eyes on your belly. Remember, wherever your eyes are going, your spine is going. And we want a C shape in the upper part of your spine. After a couple of them, you bring back to home. And this is a hard exercise.